In the previous lecture, we talked about the muscular system. At the beginning, I introduced the 11 main systems that are within the field of physiology, and then we looked a little bit more at the muscular system, specifically the three main types of muscles that compose the muscular system. We'll not be going over all 11 types of organ systems, however. We'll be going over 5 main ones, and the next one that we're going to be looking at is the skeletal system. The skeletal system is the body system that is composed of bones and cartilage. The critical function of the skeletal system mainly is to support the body. Without the skeleton, we'd just be just a puddle of goop. And so the skeletal system is really important in helping keep the body upright and holding everything together. In addition to this, the skeletal system also helps facilitate movement, as without the limbs and the different types of bones within our body, it would be very difficult to move. It also helps protect internal organs, such as our rib cage that helps protect the heart, lungs, and other parts of our body. The skeletal system also helps produce blood cells and store and release minerals and fat. So the skeletal system, although it seems that it's only really here to help move and support the body, has a lot of other very essential functions. Bone, or an actual tissue, called the osseous tissue, is a hard, dense connective tissue that helps form most of the adult skeleton and is the support structure of the entire body. In the areas of the skeleton where the bones move, such as the rib cage and the joints, cartilage, which is a semi-rigid form of connective tissue, helps provide flexibility and smooth surfaces for movement. A place that you can find cartilage as an example of what it feels like is your ears. Although it feels like your ears might be made of bone, this semi-rigid structure is actually cartilage within your ears. So there are also different types of bones that need to be known when you're looking at the overall skeletal system, and I'll be going over a couple of the examples. So this might sound a little silly, but the two main ones that we'll look at first are called short bones and long bones, which are their classification types. Long bones are cylindrical bones that are longer than they are wider. They mainly function as levers, and they move when muscles contract. A couple of examples of long bones are the femur and tibia within your feet, within your legs. Apologies. Short bones have a cube-like shape and are almost equal in dimension. They help provide stability and support, as well as some limited motion. Some types of short bones that are within our body are the tarsals and carpals, which can be seen, the tarsals can be seen in your leg here, but the carpals can be seen in your hand. So that is just some examples of short bones within your body. The last types of bones that we're going to be looking at are flat bones and irregular bones. Flat bones usually have a thin and curved type of shape. They act as protection for the internal organs and are also muscle attachment points. Some examples of this are the scapula, which is seen in this left circle here, and the sternum, which is down the middle of your body. Lastly, we have irregular bones, which are complex shapes, such as the vertebrae, which composes of your spinal cord, and your facial bones. As you can see, there's more to just the skull than just you would think the skull, because for many, you think that the skull might be one singular bone structure. However, it's composed of over 10 to 15 different types of bone structures. You have the frontal bone, which composes of your forehead. Then you have the parietal bone, which is kind of the back part of your head, the coronal suture, and the cepheid bone. And there's a wide variety of different types of bones that compose of what your skull is made of. So although it seems that it might be quite simple to compose the skeletal system, there's so many different bits and pieces that help create this entire structure.